This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Oilers. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Taylor. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Packers. Jonathan Taylor, 69 yards. And the Packers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. CeeDee Lamb to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Young. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Black Ultra.
And here's Young. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. He completes this one to Mingo. Loose inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Sanders going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 35. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. to Taylor on first down. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 33, here's second down and 8. They'll send Watson in motion right. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
First and 10, Taylor now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
These two teams all tied after one. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. Davis now. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. That throw by Young incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Come on, set.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Cycle. Ready.
Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready, set.
Now 2nd and 9.
Light blue. 6. Mega. Ready.
To throw, Young. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He'll find Bateman once more. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Okay, right.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here we go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Davis. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Lamb. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Ready.
And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Black shot. Hut.
1st down, Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
52. Ready?
The Young keeps it, moving right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Bryce Young, 26 yards. And the Oilers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
To throw on second down. Davis, flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Lamb to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready, break.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
10 cycles.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And let's see the Packers defensively, 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Okay,
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Seal, black. Black ultra. Set.
Here's Young from the shotgun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Davis under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jalen Petrie in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Edo blue. White, white. Red, cycle. Fly blue. Set, go.
Young now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A solid chunk there, 15 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Green jack. Ball red. Set, cut.
Young on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ready,
2 first
ready.
downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Smack, red. Set.
The play fake. Now Young. Pass complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing, Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Blue strike. Blaster, 6. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Second down and 8. Slot man moves right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Davis throwing on first down. Complete once again to Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now they'll audible to something else. Davis now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Packers. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Lamb gets the green light. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They go play action. Young. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready.
Here comes 2nd down.
Red. Yellow.
Young. And he fires one incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field.
They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Ready up.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Seal, black. Black ultra. Ready.
Young will set to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Fight, white. Cut.
Young to throw it.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Red, cycle. Slide through. Set.
Young to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This is 1st and 10.
Hustle.
Young quickly to the flat. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Ready.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Mega. Green Jack. Shot. 17. Claws red. Ready.
Young. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Black shot. Blue striker. Hut.
Here's Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
On the double.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Fury, yellow. Rail, yellow.
Now Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays